Stormblood Part 2. Making their way across the Ruby Sea, the heroes set foot upon the shores of Yangsha, a region which has languished under imperial rule for 25 long years. In order to wrest these troubled lands from the spiteful grip of acting imperial viceroy of Doma, Yotsuo, they set out for the boundless plains of the Azim Steppe, in search of the kingdom's rightful ruler. So the second half of Stormblood begins now. Here there be Zalia. Yugiri is ready to guide you to the Azim Steppe. If all are ready, let us depart for the reunion in the Azim Steppe. Our route will be somewhat circuitous. We will need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast past Isari. Oh, we have to go backwards? But there's clearly a path there. I guess we technically can't access this half of Yangsha yet. Alright. There. Okay, so let's just go to Onokoro. And we shall get there soon enough. Hopefully the cat will stop bugging us. Alright. Yeah, so the background noise might get a little more intrusive now, because it seems like people are not napping anymore. But like I said, we're going to be battling through it, so some of it might get through, some of it might get edited out. I'll do the best I can. But I need to stream. That's like the important thing here. I have to stream. I guess if you go here, you see that's like, oh, it's Azim Steppe. Yugiri! From here, we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. Lise and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's like right there. We might as well go the intended route. Oh, that's a B rank. Hold on, everybody. Yeah, we did it. Hey, Gosetsu, what you doing here? Ah, there you are. This is the cave. After you, Firemac. Ignore that I have Namazu just hanging off of my mount there. It's not important. Oh, map time. Bong. 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 Beep. People. 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 I hope you guys are picking up on the trend.
The emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes. A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation. With the wind at our backs, we walked on. In search of hope. In search of him.
Of him. I'm talking about Hien, obviously. Whoa. Ow. Was that necessary, game? You just dropped me from the middle, freaking midair. I give you the Azim Steppe, Firemac, though I should say that it is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, Domans rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent the reunion are most welcoming the most. Come, it is not much further. So the trend I'm picking up, I was trying to say, it's going to repeat itself quite a bit here. You saw it happen in the Ruby Sea, it happened in Yansha. Yeah, it technically happened in Garabani, I guess. Every location where we have to meet new people. Welcome to your union, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. The search for Lord Hien. Yugiri has a simple plan for finding Lord Hien. When I last spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas... Hey, Yugiri, I've been meaning to ask. There's an awful lot of Azalea here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been more home to the nomadic tribes of Azalea since antiquity. More than 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. I wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Azalea warriors, who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men. Their soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Azalea found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, we've got to be looking for Hien. The people from many tribes gather in reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let us make our inquiries separately, Firemac. Why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Alright, Shambui. Booze, fresh booze, your choice of lamb of dough, guaranteed to satisfy. How many will you have, sir? Doman? Unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt. He is not here. More fool her if she took us Doman for her husband. But enough about Domans, let us speak of booze instead. You cannot come to the Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. Yasui. What fortune have you come to hither at this time? Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages, if you don't desire only a snack. A doman. Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I did see a young Moi in the company of one some few days ago. Well, not Moi, I said mole. Young mole in the company of one some few days ago. There we go. There we go. And then we got Balder. No, that's not Balder. Bider. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic foreign delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domans? Then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little favor with those from the south. Now, if you were Goro, you were Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall! Speak with Goro, Horse Master. Goro, Horse Master. I think Goro's one of the tribes. I have brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be the envy of every other man. Say again, you're seeking who? Ah, the Doman! I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is a mole because I heard them talking as they passed. With the chat mode... Oh my god, I gotta use the keyboard now. Say mole after Azalea. To ask Azalea and if they are of the mole tribe. Alright, so... Ukugin. Or Usugin. Alright, targeted you. We want to say what again? Just the phrase mole. That's all I need. You take me for a mole? I'm Oronir! Compare me not with the one so weak and lowly! Yes, I am Mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Yeah, we did it. Are you Mole? Are you the Mole? Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien in that case. How urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There is but one bundle left. If not, then... I will! Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. If it is a bargain, it is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own, and you will leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through reunion, and we will each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. I understand. Thank you for this kindness. I'm sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave reunion without that Kinsai. Well, obviously we're gonna help you with the Kinsai, whatever the heck that is. A season for war. Serena does not usually depend on the kindness of strangers, but will gladly make an exception today. You want to help me? Is that it? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Firemac. Thank you! The lumbering ones, we must fell wander the plains to the west of Reunion. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck! Very cool. Talking about these guys, a step dole. A second one. You shall be our victim. Be our victim, you shall. Yeah. We've done it. You can just teleport. We're gonna teleport. Welcome back, Firemac. Have you brought the whisper root? Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, For with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Oh wait, that's not okay. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgon rarely have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here as they guided grandmother. Oh, god damn it! I didn't even notice the name change. Perhaps the gods guided me here as they guided grandmother, as they guided this man from the west.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the face of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oronir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law, for now. Grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested. Ah, the master of the markets. He is Castilla. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castilla. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words!
As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San.
Notice how they're pronounced stuff. I don't know what language that's supposed to be, but Sahan? San? Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Sahan
During
San.
this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight.
Did she say Zella, not Zayla? Ugh.
The tribe which triumphs in the Narden rules until the next Sahan-san,
Sahan-san. Sahan-san.
which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Kestir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
Yeah. Season for war. An impossible dream. Serena knows where you might find Lord Hien. Long ago, my grandmother was having received vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Doman set much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me, if I could see your map for a moment. Here. He was grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends, let us go and greet our Lord and Master. Over here? I thought he would be much further away. Up? How far up are we going? Oh, bam. Yeah, dude, Hien's is right here. Holy crap. So if you looked in front of him, you could have seen his face. Anyway.
The Kami are merciful! My Lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? What do you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
To freedom!
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri, Gosetsu, and,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation. To oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giddy. I bid you return to Yanxia and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Zayla army.
You mean to participate in the Nardum?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nardum and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Zayla I can. Furthermore, by championing the Mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, you giddy. But take heart. I shall keep him safe. And should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more, I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Oh, damn.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say. Though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Firemac Summers, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service to Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. The change is now. We have a purpose and a plan. After we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. You are a practical man, I can tell. Disinclined to trust in words when actions speak truer. Truer, I can relate. Stars in the dark, Hien is, if nothing else, an optimist at heart. So, you two have heard of the Nardum. The great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the Mole. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nardum. But lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we would have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given that Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the gods' wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nardum. And when they take to the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the Mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to Mole Ilo, where Mole Ilo, where Serena and her people have made camp for this season. Stars in the dark. So we are recruiting yet another group of people. So surely we just say, "Hey, we need you," and they'll agree to it, right? My friends, I give you Mol Ilo, the Khatun of the tribe. I'm sure that's not how you say it. I'm sure they have some crazy pronunciation for that. We're just gonna say Khatun for now. The Khatun of the tribe. Tumulun resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. Tumulun. Alas, the travelers comes. Okay, that's an old lady. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother giving her a voice. I don't know.
Tamarun Hatun. Sirina.
Hatun.
I am returned.
Hatun. You gotta remember that. Hatun. Also, this is voiced. Don't have to stop
You found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans too.
You know us.
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The Mole hearken to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
I'm sorry, what did you say? The Utun? Did she say Utun? I'm gonna get these wrong. There's so many weird pronunciations of everything.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nardum, as a warrior of the Mole. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the Mole is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nardum, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
I thank you for your concern, Sirina. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
"'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design.
Were we to join hands with a more favorite tribe? Okay.
Hear me then. As Hatun of the Mole, I invite you all to join with us in the Nardum. Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you, Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare.
So you say.
Some are fated to rise in grace and glory. Others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end.
Are you spoiling plot for us, lady? Because I'll have you know, I do not take kindly to spoilers.
Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark. For you are a traveler, are you not?
So what was the last thing she said? Shares the stars and light, the ring in the dark. Okay. So let's just appreciate things that come to us, I guess. You did good, Chocobo. Toby Storm, as I named you. Thank you all for coming, and for offering to fight with us in the Nodum. Though I still fear our chances, Grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the Mole, there is a trial for you. You must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another more pressing matter. Yeah, what is it? What is it? Serena would impress upon you the gravity of the path you walk. My friends, I must warn you, the path upon which you embark is fraught with peril. You will journey into the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardom in the days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so it must be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox stars staring at the bull's testicles. Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. She does have a point. You have been keeping busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? It might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I'm sure that others would be glad of your assistance. Would you go and speak with Dorbay, Lise? Okay. As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decree that we lure Gulo Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this? That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand, but in your daily meals? I say your grandmother must be quite busy. Some say some days more than others. But every night we come together around the cookfire. Even babes must earn their keep on the steppe. Give over the entrails, almost called her China. Serena, we will bring you a bounty of meat. A word of advice. Our quarry is wont to avoid the Zella I believe this is say Zilla, and their settlements, but it is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me. But how about we make a game of it, Firemac? I have 6 bags of entrails which may lure our Gulo Gulo. 3 for you, and 3 for me. Whoever returns with a greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? I mean, I guess. Then it is settled. Kosetsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. Of course, it's always a game with these people. Let's make it a game, shall we? Whoever does the better is the winner. I believe the last time this happened, someone ended up trapped by some beast tribes. The watchtowers of Mol Ilo are still visible in the distance. It seems unlikely that Gula would venture this. Oh my god! Is it possible that I can actually fail this? Is this a Golo Golo? Okay. I don't know, the text made me feel like it was possible for me to fail. You know, it might actually still be possible. There's 5 locations. But it's whatever. Hoofprints and wagon tracks are unmistakable in the earth. Perhaps there are Gula Gula lurking nearby. Sure. Don't really care about loops. There's a Gula Gula. This area appears to be isolated far from any Zella settlement. There may be many Gula Gula lurking nearby. What do you mean invalid target? What do you mean invalid target? Oh, I was trying to use the Ghoul meat itself. Yeah, I forgot. There's like a double thing. For the samurai. Go Setsu! Oh, have you used all your bait? In that case, let us see the fruits of your labor. Oh, it would seem that, at the very least, you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 Gulo Gulo. Aye, that you have, my lord. As for Firemac, I lost. We got like 3 pieces. This day you are twice the hunter as he. For our friend delivered unto me but 3 portions. Half your sum, my lord. Oh, there you have it. I shall try not to let it go to my head. No, I know better than to expect the hawk to show his talents on a whim. Nay, when the time comes, I expect you will prove yourself more than my match. And with that, our game is concluded. Let us return to Mol Ilo forthwith, and let us have Firemac present our meat to Serena. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with the traditional Azalea cuisine? Let not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. You should have seen the state I was in. You returned, Firemac. How was your hunt? My word, this is impressive! You were so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many. Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with all my cooking. The Heart of Nations. If you wish for employment, Serena has a suggestion. It will be a little while before the meal is ready. If you and Lise wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorbay? He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help, nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other yurt, taking stock of our supplies. Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome. I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust that it will be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south, across the bridge. So we're doing odd jobs again. You know, I guess it's fine. But, feels like filler. It probably is filler, in fact. Oh, Firemac, are you here to help too? Great. So, I suppose Dorbay told you that the children and I are gathering fuel for the fires, did he? It'll need to be dried before they can burn it, of course. You do understand what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 pals each. Good luck, and keep an eye on the children while you're at it. Alright, so the quest marker, quest name makes it very obvious what it actually is. We're picking up poop. It's poop. It is poop! It's gonna be used as for fire? It sounds gross. And there's the mole children. Alright, gotta find 2 more. Auburn Tuft. Is that? I was gonna say, like, no. It's a fate monster. I was like, no. Which one am I missing now? Okay, there we go. Oh, look at it, right next to Lise. Could have done it better myself, which it was me. Well, what have you found your share yet? Have you what? How did she phrase it? Have you found your share yet? Okay. Ooh. Good work. I hope you took the time to talk to the children while you were at it. No. No, I didn't do that. Should I have? Lise, look how much dung we have. Wow, I'm impressed. I thought we'd gathered a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbay will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorbay. We can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near the forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard the mole move from place to place. The gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Hard? I do not understand. Why is it hard? It is better for the animals to move. To have more food to eat and land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens come the rain which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass which nourishes the beast. From the beast come the flesh which nourishes the zela. Ours is the soil of one and all. But you Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place, in villages, and all the villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Hien talks about nations sometimes, but When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I did not understand his words. Whenever I ask him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother and when she waits for my father to return from the long journey, but Hien will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him, to take him back, because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place and the people in it, and maybe the things too. But more than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children. Everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. Carry it with us no matter where you go, whoever, whatever we become, that part remains. That link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine, but it's important to Hien and to me. Okay. Some call them old foods for listening to the elder gods, but it is our way, our pride, our nation. Something like that. It's something precious that you and others share, and that no one can ever take from you. But we can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Dorbe is waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go and let Serena know how we got on? Oh. Background noise is getting a little louder, guys, so apologies. Welcome back, Firemac. Did you speak with Dorbe? Well, then you will forgive me if I ask you to wash your hands. I shall pour you a cup of milk tea in the meantime. The meal is almost ready. We should summon Hien and Gosetsu. It's mealtime, everybody. It's mealtime. Oh yeah, mealtime, everybody, mealtime, everybody, mealtime, everybody. Gonna have a meal, gonna have a meal. You're gonna have a meal, I'm gonna have a meal. Mealtime, everybody, mealtime. Yes, silent talks. We are like the Kister, or the Keister, or the Conquistador. Kister? Or the Silent.
She needed the rest. To come so far and carry so much. Hien and his friend, too. Strange that they should vanish so soon.
Ha! Ha! Not troubled by your old wounds, I see.
Nor you by yours. I know I should have fled with the others after Father died, instead of blindly fighting on. It was reckless and foolish, and there was naught to be gained from it. Everything to lose, rather.
We know no path save the one we walk. I myself am in no hurry to meet those who have gone before. Not while I have still to make amends.
Well said.
You are none the worse for your time in the wilderness. On the contrary, I would say you have improved.
Come now, your victories still far exceed mine. Or have you forgotten all the times you trounced me as a boy?
I feared I would not see you again.
A life so fortuitously saved should be spent wisely. Without regret, would I have traded it for our people's amnesty, had it been their will. Instead, they have called for the sword, and so that is what I must be. Until this blade is broken, I can but carve a path forward. Were you truly so concerned for my well-being? You never showed it when we used to spar.
How you cried when you lost, and when your mother tried to comfort you, and when you inevitably came at me once more, swinging your wooden sword wildly. Mina's little Master Shun. What a fine young man you've become.
A man should not be addressed by his childhood name. I've told you about that before. Ah, the mask slips. And I was so close to cultivating a winning persona.
There will be opportunity enough for putting on airs after you have returned in triumph to Doma. Now is the time to show our true character.
Quite right. Which makes me think you should join us next time. I dare say you have a secret or two of your own to share.
Oh man, the background noise is getting pretty bad, guys. I'm gonna finish the quest and I'm gonna do a recording break, and then I will BRBs for a bit. Well, my friends, I am one full of vim and vigor. I trust you feel the same. Then what better time to now undertake our trial and become full-fledged warriors of the Mole, the Heart of Nations. All right, cool. All right, so this is Firemac saying toodles. See you next time.